As an investor, are you worried about inflation? What about Trump? Tariffs? Geopolitics between China and America? Who's going to win that? What about interest rates? At the end of the day, there's wars, you got the stock market, you got gold and silver and crypto. What do you do as an investor? Well, I've just had the privilege of spending time with this man here, Robert Kiyosaki. Now, you've all heard the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And I was at this incredible summit. Literally, you can see it here. And this summit was absolutely amazing because it was the Investor Summit at Sea. It was 9 days that I got to spend with these incredible thought leaders. Watch this clip below where Robert Kiyosaki, I got to interview him and ask him some of the most important questions that you need to know as an investor. And if this intrigues you, if you want to know more about what Robert had to say, and more importantly, the insights, click on the link below and join me in a webinar. But let's see what Robert has to say. Most incredible couple of days with you. Thank you so much for inviting me.
And Scott, I am so proud of you. I mean, you took the risk, you came here. It's a great program. Huh?
Everyone asks the question around how do you get into the investor mindset? And I asked you at breakfast, I said, what's the single most important thing to being an investor in the I quadrant? What would you say it is?
Laziness. No, it's education and it's skill sets. Most people don't have the skill sets to be an investor. They went to school to get a job, but not an investor.
And I mean, talk to us a little bit about that financial education. You talk about how that's so important for everybody.
Yeah, financial education is having money work for you.
Yeah.
So you don't work for money. So you're not a slave to money, especially today because the world is changing so fast. The United States is the biggest debtor nation in history. Something's going to happen, good and bad. So if it's bad, you and I get richer. It's just amazing how much power our brains have.
Oh, no, it's incredible, man.
But we don't. We're not trained to use it.
Yeah. No, it's 100%. Well, listen, thank you very much. I really respect it, and thanks for inviting me.
Thank you for coming here. I mean, I'm so proud of you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Robert. I appreciate it a lot.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate. Cheers. So, as Robert said in the book, it's all about getting to the investor quadrant. It's all about having the financial education and making your money work for you. You know, he said at the end there, things are going to happen in the world, good and bad. And when bad things happen, and for the record, he believes that we are in serious, serious trouble. When bad things happen, those people with financial education are the ones that are going to get rich. The question is, do you want to be one of those people? And if so, click on the link below and join me in the webinars so that you can get all of the insights. There was another gentleman who was here, and his name was Peter Schiff. Now, he's got a book, The Real Crash. He's got lots of different books. And what was really interesting is that he actually predicted the crash in 2008, the global financial crisis. He's one of the biggest investors in the world. He manages a hell of a lot of money. He came in on his private jet, and he also stayed in one of the biggest suites at our investor summit. And what was interesting is that he literally spoke about what is happening with America. He spoke about his deep, deep concerns about the American market. He spoke about the American stock market and some of his deep concerns. He spoke about bonds and the fact that around the world, people are losing faith in the American bond market and effectively the American treasury. And what was so interesting, he had one piece of advice, and that was diversification. Now, if you want to know how to diversify, if you want to know how to do it right, then I would literally join Wealth Going Global. Click on the link below because it is critically important to understand how to diversify. Ray Dalio says the single most important component to financial success is diversification. But do you know how to diversify? And if not, literally come to this Wealth Going Global and I will share with you. This is what it's all about. Wealth Going Global. I will share with you how to diversify. All you got to do is click on the link below to be able to get the insights, to be able to get the knowledge, to be able to get access to the right information and the right partners so you can do it successfully for you and your family. Now, there was a third gentleman that came along. His name was Mike Maloney. He's got the book, Gold and Silver, The Rush of the 21st Century. Now, what's so interesting with him is that he's studied the history of money. He's gone back thousands and thousands of years and looked at the history of money. And he speaks a lot about these massive impending changes that are happening around the world, specifically with the US dollar and other fiat currencies. one of the things that I found really, really interesting was that the central banks over the last 3 years have lost faith in the American bond market. They've lost faith in the American treasury market. And because of that, they are now buying gold and have been doing that for the last 3 years. And that's why, if you haven't looked, that's why the price of gold has gone up so dramatically over the last 12 to 18 months. Now, the question is, as an investor, what do you need to do? Should you be investing in gold, in silver, in cryptocurrencies? What about the other currencies and fiat currencies? You need the right information. Come along to Wealth Going Global, and I will share with you the insights that you need to know about how to find the right currencies. Now, what was absolutely amazing for me is that I got to spend 12 days with these incredible people, 9 days at the Investor Summit. And you can see here, I've got an entire workbook that is worth so much in value. I've also got my iPad where I recorded all of the different sessions. And so for those of you who click on the link below and come along to Wealth Going Global, I'm going to share with you the insights, the knowledge, the partnerships, the strategies. What do you need to do as an investor to be able to get access to this? The other thing I wanted to share with you is that Clem Sunter. Now, Clem Sunter is one of the top 5 strategists in the world. He's worked for the likes of Harvard. He's worked for the Chinese government. He helped South Africa with the whole democratization. And what's so interesting, he's got the scenarios, the flags, and the probabilities. But most people just listen. They don't actually have a strategy. Well, I was different. I studied him for 5 years, and then I went away and I created a 4-dimensional model. And the reason being is that I wanted to be able to take his knowledge, and I wanted to be able to take the facts, and I wanted to put them into a system, and based on fundamentals, I wanted to be able to make the right decisions. Now, how many of you are making decisions based on gut feel? Or maybe you're just trusting your financial advisor, but you don't really know how to make the right decisions. Imagine if you had a system where you could put in the facts, the figures, and actually make it based on the fundamentals. Well, that's why I wrote Property Going Global. This book came out in 2013. It was forwarded by Clem Sunter. He actually helped us, write chapters 4 and 5. And what we did is we literally helped people make the right decisions. I was so irritated because over 80% of people that invest internationally lose money. It was time to give them a framework so that they could diversify successfully. And that is why the book came out in 2013. And what I'm super, super excited about now is we're doing the digital upgrade. We're doing the new version of Wealth Going Global. Because it is time, no matter who you listen to in the world, that it is time for your wealth to go global. Please do not have all your eggs tied up in one proverbial basket, whether it's one country, one currency, one asset class, or even one group of partners. So, what is Wealth Going Global all about? Well, if you click on the link below, you're going to come along to a free masterclass where I am literally going to share with you the knowledge, the insights, the practices, the strategies that some of the wealthiest people in the world are actually doing. And you know what the best part is? You don't need to figure it all out yourself. You don't need to spend decades trying to figure this out or making mistakes that are going to cost you tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, maybe even millions of dollars. Because you can literally copy what the top 1% are doing. Or even better still, you can partner with them. And if you like that, literally click on the link below, Wealth Going Global, and you can join for free. If you want to go further, I'm going to take you on a course over the next 6 weeks live where I'm literally going to share with you 6 modules. Now, why is this important? The first module is all around clarity. As an investor, it is imperative that you know what you are doing. You need to know why you are doing it. You need to know what is driving you, and you need to have your investor EQ so you know who you are as an investor so that you can make the right decisions for you and your family, and also know what are the right investments for you and your family. The second module is all around the countries. How do you choose the top 5 countries in the world to be able to invest in? Stop guessing. Start having the right information to make the right decisions. The third module is all around currencies. Which currencies do you invest in? Do you invest in the dollar? Do you invest in the pound? Do you invest in the Swiss franc or the euro? What about Bitcoin, gold, or silver? I will help you, and I will work with a partner of mine, James Painter, that is one of the top currency experts in the world, and he will help you decide what are the top 5 currencies that you need to invest in. The next module is all around assets. You need to know the top 15 assets. Ray Dalio has a simple formula, and he's managed to achieve 21% a year for the last 40 years. Yes, you heard me correct. 21% a year for the last 40 years. And he's done it by investing in 15 quality assets that are not correlated, not tied together. But the question is, what are 15 assets? Can you even name 15 assets? Or more importantly, do you know what the top 15 assets are to invest in? Well, at Wealth Going Global, we're literally going to share with you and we're going to show you what those top 15 assets are. The fifth module is all around partners. How do you find the right partners when it comes to investing? Most people make mistakes, and it always comes down to choosing the caliber of your partners. We will share with you not only how you can find the right partners, but we will also give you access to the world-class institutional partners so that you can partner with them. And the sixth module comes down to time. You know, we work with a family office, and a family office works with the wealthiest people in the world. When you get to the age of 65, 85% of your total return is going to come down to your portfolio construction. What does that mean in simple terms? It comes down to your wealth plan. Is your current wealth plan built by your financial advisor based on the old economy, one where we used to study and then we go to work and then we would retire and hope that we didn't outlive our money? Or is your portfolio and your plan based on the new economy, one that allows you to live until you're 100, allows your assets to continue to pay you, allows your money to work for you? Which is yours? And that is what time is all about. The sixth module is about building a wealth plan. It's about having an investor strategy sheet. It's about putting you in the driver's seat so that you go into your midlife and your later life with peace of mind, knowing that you've got a plan in place to allow you to live the life that you want, to have the freedom that you want. If that sounds good, come to Wealth Going Global. I will literally take you through the process. And the final thing, we actually have a bonus on smart investing. There's such a rise in the world around technology, specifically things like artificial intelligence. And the question is, are you using artificial intelligence? Are you using technology to allow you to invest like a smart investor? Whether you like it or not, artificial intelligence is coming. Exponential technology is changing. Technologies around the world are changing the way that we do things. You've got two choices. There's a tsunami coming, and you will either drown under technology. And specifically, if your financial advisor or your financial plan is based on the old economy, the chances are that it's going to fall apart. Do you know that Peter Schiff and Robert Kiyosaki said that their biggest fear is for the baby boom generation? They've got most of their money in the stock market. They're expecting bonds to crash. It's literally happening as we speak. And when that happens, the baby boom generation are going to be wiped out. Please do not be part of that generation. Make sure that you are planning for the new and to be part of this new economy. We are using technology. And that is why I put a bonus module together called Smart Investing. So that's a long introduction. It's a long video all the way through. All you had to do was click on Wealth Going Global. Come and join us for the free masterclass. And I will go into the details. You will get the information. You'll get the knowledge. You'll get the systems. And you'll get the strategies from 14 of the best investors in the world. Again, you know them all already. Well, you know many of them. You know Robert Kiyosaki. I've introduced to you who Peter Schiff is. I've given you Mike Maloney. And there are some others, incredible people like George Gammon and many others that many of you won't have heard of before. But they're some of the best investors in the world. And they lead some of the best investment houses in the world. And I believe that you need to know it. I suppose you've got two choices. You can keep doing what you've always done and you could expect different results, or you could do it differently. You could come along and you could partner and get the information and get the knowledge from the best in the world. I've always tended to try and put myself in the room where I'm the dumbest, poorest person, because the only way is up. I consistently want to learn and grow so that I get access to the best information and the best partners. And my gift for you, all you got to do is click on the link below. And you don't need to do all the hard work yourself. You don't need to take decades and lose tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars. You can literally click on the link below and I will give you access to the right information and the right partners. Most importantly, the world is changing and has already changed. We need to diversify. We need to make sure that our wealth is going global and that we do not have all our eggs in one basket. We do not want to be tied to one country, one currency, one asset, one group of partners, or to build the wrong wealth strategy across time. Please let me help you. Come along, click on the link below, come to Wealth Going Global. My name is Scott Picken. I've been doing this now for 28 years. I've facilitated and helped people invest from 178 countries, and we've facilitated over $1.3 billion in investment. If we can help thousands and thousands and thousands of investors from all over the world allow their wealth to go global, then I believe that we can help you. Click on the link below, and I'll see you on the inside. Cheers.